What's going on, guys? It's Markie from the YouTube channel Online Certification Course. Here I put a tutorial together just for you in regards to remote working. So the first time around when this whole remote work went into effect, upper management, supervisors, managers were ups in arms in regards to how to stay productive, how to keep the communication going, and so forth. So no doubt we're going to have a second round of this, and I'm going to have you prepared in regard to this certification course I put together. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment below as to what you would like to get certified in as well. I can personally send you a link, and check this intro out before we get started.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
It's not just a matter of providing remote workers with a new video communication platform and assuming it will be business as usual. Managers need to be aware of how remote work may create feelings of isolation among team members. Actually, 71% of employers are finding it difficult to adapt to telework as a way of doing business. Even though a lot of people think you could walk around in your drawers all day, don't worry about grooming, which could be the furthest from the truth. It's not something that is often talked about, but we have to recognize and manage the high stress environment that remote working can create for many people. If you're used to seeing your colleagues or customers every day, feeling of isolation can creep in pretty quickly. What's going on? This is Markie Williams and welcome to my channel, Online Certification Courses. This is a channel where you can learn a new skill set or brush up on an old one. Continuous education and improvement should always be a priority if you want to stay current in your field of work and plus get paid your worth. Enjoy the tutorial, and all the links will be down in the description below. Please make sure if you like this tutorial and it was informative, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any training courses you may want to pick up. Comment below as to what you would like to get certified in, and I can personally send you a link to check out. So let's get started. Remote working is so long overdue. Prior to the pandemic, I personally know people who successfully worked remotely 20 years ago. From purchasing, AP, AR, medical billing, and literally working remotely from the mall, coffee shop, or their actual home. You may think they're goofing off, but actually they're putting themselves into a relaxed environment to be productive. A lot of companies gasp at the fact of their employees working from home. Are they actually working, being productive? How can we tell? It's so simple. As a manager or supervisor, you already know your employees' work habits or ethics, and far from them slacking off, you'll see it very quickly. So please keep that in mind. Issues such as working with remote technology with your team, coordinating time zones, managing various work schedules, are all part of leading a virtual team. And while each of these elements is vital to your success, it's easy to get lost in the virtual aspect of managing your team to make sure they have the tools to be successful while working virtually. And thus, lose sight of what's really most important is your leadership. First and foremost, you're the leader, and as a leader, you're responsible for managing, directing, and coaching each person to perform at the highest level and be productive. Now, whether you do this from the same office building or not, in some ways, an afterthought, of course, that doesn't mean leading a virtual team is easy. There are certainly some unique challenges involved. However, it does mean you must always remember your leadership comes first, the virtual part comes second. By completing this course, you will know what additional leadership actions are a must when leading others remotely. This course has been approved for the 1 hour of the PDU credit from PMI, the Project Management Institute. Just as in the workplace, managers should keep workers up to date on policies and staffing changes. They also should model behaviors around the hours employees work, such as establishing expectations around responding to any after-hour work emails and texts. By implementing this, it will help employees maintain a healthy work-life balance without the physical separation between home and the office. Your employees could quickly get burnt out. Whether your employees choose to put in their hours in the morning or the evening shouldn't matter, as long as the works get completed and if high quality. When it comes to working with remote teams, the key is to allow flexibility hours to maintain consistency. So if an employee is not needed until 10-11, maybe they can start their workday at that time and finish up later, or need to finish up later in the day due to their position. Instead of lengthy meetings, have a short virtual huddle. You have to understand what works in the office may not work remotely. Once a walk down the hallway for a quick chat on something now turns into many video calls. Please learn to be considerate of that. Just as if they were working at the company, have your employees give you a work schedule, or if you already have a work schedule for them, revise it with them and go over it again with tasks that they are expected to accomplish within a given time, and so forth. This will calm your fears and give your team the structure they need to fulfill their role. Remember, just because you can't see them working at the cubicle doesn't mean work isn't being done. Trust the process. It's crucial that managers communicate with their remote staff because it keeps workers aware of deadlines, available resources, work-related challenges, and managers' expectations. Including work schedules, also consider which communication tool best fits the team's culture, whether it's email, text, phone calls, video chats. Keep in mind, too much oversight can show employees signs of mistrust. If your employees are communicating clearly and meeting goals and deadlines, what's not to trust? The most successful managers are good listeners. Communicate, trust, and respect. Inquire about workload and progress without micromanaging. Sit down with the team and simply ask for their input on what is needed for all of us to be productive and successful. Just remember, if you're asking for feedback from your employees, you need to do something about it. Good managers make themselves available to team members. Many workers feel isolated and disorientated in this new work reality. That's why it's important to build connections with employees, share positive feedback, open a fun chat channel, or try to grab a coffee together. Whatever helps maintain the sense of normality and remind everyone they're not on an island working alone. You shouldn't have to be looking over your team's shoulder while they're in the office. So you shouldn't have to do it when they're in remote either. What actually works is regular one-on-one check-ins. This helps managers avoid micromanaging while still enable them to keep pulse on employees and provide them with the opportunity to ensure feedback goes both ways. Managers should also look for opportunities to celebrate the same work milestone that would be celebrated in the office. Employees just might have to switch out their high fives for a virtual elbow bump for the time being. Many thanks for taking some time out to check out my tutorial. All the links be in the description below. Please subscribe so you won't miss out on any training certification courses you may want to pick up. Comment below done and I will reply back. You can check me out on Facebook under Markie Williams, and there also has a page online certification where you can like and follow as well. Please make sure you check out these thumbnails that have certification courses as well you may have an interest in. I hope you see you on the next tutorial. Many thanks. It's Markie Williams and I'm out.